everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name's Bonnie and this is Happy Space Creates. You can join me every week for sewing and crafting related content. So if that sounds like something you would be interested in, do click the subscribe button down below. Now, I am back with your favourite and most requested video. We have got a what's inside this month's sewing magazines, so do stay tuned. So thank you so much for coming back to me. I have got a what's inside this month's sewing magazines video for you. I know you guys love this, so it is actually a Friday night and I wanted to get this done for you as soon as possible. We are a little bit out of sync at the moment with the sewing magazines. Some come out one week and then the others come out the week after. So some of you have maybe already seen these, so I do apologise if it's not new content for you. I'm actually filming with my hair up. I never do this, it's because I've just finished work and I feel a little bit self-conscious about it, so do forgive me if I keep touching it or things like that. I never really like having my hair up on film, so I wanted to pop to the shops. I've just finished work and it is, like I said, Friday night. I went to the shops to get some stuff for the football this weekend. I needed to get some snacks. We've got some friends coming over. Come on, England, it's coming home. But while I was there, I thought that I would pick up the sewing magazines because, you know, when you're in Rome or Tesco, as some will say, I actually only picked up 2 magazines this month. One, because I went to Tesco, story time by the way. I went to Tesco on my little walk, it's a sunny day, and I picked up those 2 magazines and they didn't have Sew magazine, it was out of stock. So I decided to walk to Sainsbury's, which is not that far away from each other. They have literally got a supermarket down one end of the road and then another supermarket down the other, so super convenient for me. I walked down to Sainsbury's to pick up Sew magazine. While on the way I realised I forgot to buy bread, so that was handy. Picked up some bread and I looked at the Sew magazine inside Sainsbury's, and to be honest, it wasn't worth the walk. I have already got a couple of the patterns that were included in this month's magazine, so I would have only been buying it for the sake of this video, and I felt like that wasn't a great use of my time or my money. So I did take a little video and some pictures to show you, to just sort of like tell you what's kind of inside it, but I haven't actually physically purchased the magazine to show you because, as I said, I didn't really need it. So basically what you can see inside this month's Sew magazine was they had a dress special. They also included a named patterns kind of like top combo set, and some of the patterns included were sort of like a tunic top, and then they also had a pleated sort of like midi skirt. Now that pattern that's on the back there has actually been included for free in one of last month's, or maybe the month before's magazines. So I really didn't feel the need to purchase it again and have duplicates of that pattern. But I didn't actually take a look to see what was inside the magazine, obviously because it is already sealed up in that cellophane. So I will let you explore that for yourself this month. But let's get started on what's inside Love Sewing magazine and Simply Sewing magazine. So I will start off with Love Sewing magazine. So inside this month's magazine, it is a bumper issue. We have got 15 must-have summer make products, and it comes in sizes 6 to 24. It also has 20% off Tiger Lily Crafts. I've never heard of Tiger Lily Crafts, so I will have a little look at that website and see what they have got to offer. I do think 20% is a very generous discount. This includes 3 patterns for only $9.99. All of these sewing magazines are $9.99 every month, and I do think it is such good value. Inside we have a McCall's dress and a thread count 4-in-1 summer capsule wardrobe. It also has a Simply Sew Easy Fit dress. Oh, and it includes a free book. It doesn't really say much about the book, it just says free book. So we'll wait and see. But this looks to be, when I saw this on the shelf, this immediately jumped out at me. The dress that is featured on the front here is so on trend right now. So let's open it up and take a closer look at it. So let's start off with the patterns that you get included. So let's start off with this McCall's pattern and take a closer look at it. It is the M8104. This is so on trend right now. I don't know whether it is the fabric that they have used for the picture there or just the like sort of line of the dress, but this is exactly the kind of thing that you're going to be seeing in shops like Zara, New Look, H&M. I've been around the shops recently now that they've all reopened, and this is exactly what they have got on their shelves. So I think that this is going to jump to the top of my list. I have quite a few little garden-y kind of outdoor events coming up because it is summer, and I've got quite a lot of fabric that would go perfectly with this style dress. So this really, really excited me, and it has been a long time since I was super, super excited about a pattern that came free in a magazine. Most of the times I feel that they play it quite safe to appeal to a more wider audience, but I think this is really young, really fresh, and I also feel like if you were passing this by on a shelf and maybe you wasn't into sewing, if you saw this like really nicely styled, super trendy picture, it might inspire you to pick up the magazine and take another look, which I feel like is really important from the magazine creator's perspective. So yeah, let me just tell you the sizing range for this one. So this McCall's M8104 comes in sizes 6 to 24, and those sizes start at a 30.5-inch bust, a 23-inch waist, a 32.5-inch hip, that's a size 6, and then that goes up to a 24, which is a 46-inch bust, a 39-inch waist, and a 48-inch hip. So a good size range for you there as well. Yeah, really impressed with this pattern. I absolutely love it. Even the little bag that she's carrying, I just think is really cute. I wish they would tell you where that bag was from, actually. Oh, I've just seen that this pattern has a hashtag at the bottom. I do know that McCall's have recently switched to using hashtags for their patterns, and this is the Dawn McCall's pattern. So do have a little look at that hashtag on Instagram and see what other people are making. So this here is the Annabelle dress. So this is an adventurous beginner in sizes 6 to 22. Their little hashtag here is 039, so they must use hashtag like numbers instead. So there is a little description on the back here, so I am actually going to read it for you. So this says, "Meet Annabelle. This easy fit dress features a gathered waist and bust with a flattering inset waistband. Raglan sleeves and eye-catching neckline detail means there are exciting new techniques to try. You'll want to wear Annabelle to work, dinner with friends and special occasions. The dress is for lightweight wovens, cotton, lawn, linen, viscose, crepe, silk and satin." So it seems to be like an easy wear dress. I feel like with the waistband and the neckline you could use contrasting fabrics, which means that there's probably an endless like variety of different ways you could make this dress. So I do think this is a really good pattern to include. With the waistband that comes in there, I think it's really important to sort of like cinch yourself in at the waist, gives it sort of more flattering look. So again, this probably isn't going to be at the front of my pile to make, but definitely one to have for that everyday kind of dress. So let's have a move on to that thread count pattern that they included. This is a 4-in-1 summer basics pattern. Now, the description here says, "Step out in style during the warmer months in these summer basics, perfect for building a capsule wardrobe." So in here, I can see that all of these like patterns include some kind of gathering at the top. So the pattern includes a gathered sort of tunic top. It also includes a little paper bag waist skirt, a paper bag waist pair of shorts, and then a trouser pattern as well. So this is in girl sizes 3 to 8 and then small to extra large. So that is quite confusing, to be honest. Is that child sizes 3 to 8? Or, I mean, that doesn't explain it very well. So if I'm confused, then I'm sure you're confused at home. So I will do some further research into that. So yes, looking further on the back, it does include children's girls top, skirt, shorts and trousers. So they are kids sizes 3 to 4, 5 to 6 and 7 to 8. And then the adult or Mrs. sizes are 8 to 10, 12 to 14, and then 16 to 18. So it's kind of like comes in size brackets rather than like your individual sizes. Kind of like what you get quite often in the ready to wear shops, like a 10 to 12 sort of size category. What do I think of this pattern? I feel like there are some elements of this pattern that I would really use. I love a paper bag waist. I love the paper bag waist trousers. I feel like really summer floral fabric would look great in these. I don't know if I could call it a capsule wardrobe, purely because they all have very similar details. Personally for me, I wouldn't wear this gathered top with a paper bag waist pair of trousers. I feel like that would be a lot of volume to have on a person in those areas. But I can see how you would really enjoy making these as separates to incorporate with other patterns. I personally wouldn't be able to make a whole outfit from what they've offered me here, because 3 of them are for the bottom half of your body and only 1 top included. I would have really liked it if they had included 2 bottoms and 2 tops that you could mix and match. But I do love a paper bag waist, and I think I am going to give it a go because I haven't got a paper bag waist skirt, and in denim that would look really, really cute. So a good pattern to have. So let's have a little look at what's on the front of Love Sewing magazine this month. Front and centre we do have that Dawn pattern, which is the McCall's one included, in a beautiful red, seems to be viscose fabric. It looks really stunning. This is a slightly different version as to what is on the printed pattern at the front here. This is view B that they have shown. I think it has a really flattering neckline and this model wears it really well. They also have on the front here a sundress to suit your shape in sizes 6 to 20, and that seems to be a button down summer dress. And you also can draft your own dressing gown. There is some beach bags to be made and also a paper bag skirt in there as well. So I do believe they will be going over the thread count pattern that's been included. So a step-by-step in there for that pattern. Also some updates on your summer style. So it does look that there's a cute little top included also, quite similar to the McCall's kind of cut. But like I said, that kind of looks really trendy at the moment. So we probably are going to be seeing those kind of things in these magazines. So a great little edition this month, really, really summery. And it also has tips on sustainable sewing ideas, solo fitting made simple, and top tips for blind hems. I actually don't know how to do blind hems, so I will be checking that out also. But let's move on to Simply Sewing magazine now and see what's included there. So I was too excited for Simply Sewing magazine and I have already ripped off the cellophane because I needed to see what was inside the minute I got home. So let's see what's included inside this one. This is the Simply Sewing magazine front cover, and you have got 3 patterns included in this month. So let's start with the patterns. So this is what I needed to see. I had to rip off the packaging when I got home. This is the Mayfair dress by Nina Lee. I love Nina Lee's patterns. She is one of my favourite pattern designers, and I just had to see what this was in real life. When the cellophane was on, I couldn't really see the details of the dress, so I had to rip off the cellophane. Now, looking at this comes in 2 different lengths. You've got a short sleeve and a long sleeve, and you've also got different lengths. So you've got a midi and a maxi as well. So I really like that you've got different options for lengths and sleeve sizes, because it does make a dress like summer to autumn to winter. You can really sort of like work the pattern. So the Mayfair dress has a beautiful gathered like front waist panel, which I think is really, really flattering. If you are someone who's quite self-conscious of your waist, I sometimes can get a little bit bloated, and you know, you just want to wear something like a bit looser that doesn't really like cling to you, so it doesn't draw attention to maybe the lumps and bumps that we don't want people to see. So I really, really like that detail. It is only gathered in a small section at the front, So that's what makes it like a really interesting detail, because most dresses with gathering would be gathered all around. So I feel like this is a great sort of like maternity pattern as well, because if you did have a growing baby bump, that you could sort of like have room to move in there as well. It does have a tie around the front, I believe. If it doesn't, then I would definitely be making one for that, because especially if you are sort of like self-conscious of your tummy, you can nip that tie in where you really, really need it, and then let the rest of it stay nice and loose. So this comes in sizes 6 to 20, and that size 6 starts at a 32-inch bust, a 24-inch waist, and a 33.5-inch hip. Moving on to a size 20, which is a 46-inch bust, a 38-inch waist, and a 47.5-inch hip. So this is a knit fabric dress. So this has to have fabric with a 25% stretch. So perfect for like jersey and stretch velvet. Oh, it would look nice in a velvet, wouldn't it? Bit hot for the summer, but lovely. So yeah, it has a very detailed sizing chart on the back there telling you how much fabric you will need also. So personally, love a Nina Lee pattern. I was really pleased to have this involved. It's not going to make it front of my list, but it's definitely in my to make pile. So next up is the Lauren blouse by DG Patterns. Again, I haven't heard of DG Patterns. I might have done if I did a little bit more research, but from the top of my head, I haven't heard of them before. But I did know that this pattern was included because I saw it on Simply Sewing Magazine's Instagram account, and I knew I really liked the style. So again, I rushed out, ripped off the cellophane, and had to see what it was all about. Again, the styling of this is really beautiful. I like the more unusual picture that they have involved, like the bold contrast background of the blue and the orange. I think it really makes the pattern pop, and you're immediately just looking at that top rather than being distracted by a lot of stuff that's around it. So this is a smart casual blouse. I would say it has a gathered sleeve. It looks like it has some elastics in the cuff and then sort of like a flare out a little bit. And it has a beautiful little tie detail at the top. It's quite a loose fit down the bottom, so more of a boxy shape fit, but this would be a fantastic like work from home top, or if you are returning back to the office, it would be a great office sort of outfit. You could match it with sort of like a pencil skirt or some flowy trousers. It would look really nice. I love the choice of fabric they have made. So looking at the back here, this is actually for a medium to lightweight woven fabric such as cotton, and also this has got the largest sizing range included. This comes from an 8 to a 34. So that size 8 starts at a 32-inch bust, a 24-inch waist, and a 36-inch hip, moving all the way up to the size 34, which is a 58-inch bust, a 50-inch waist, and a 62-inch hip. Really loving that we're seeing more inclusive sizes in these free patterns. It's so important that everyone feels that they can make clothes for themselves, regardless of what size or body shape you are. Really good props to DG Patterns for making such a size inclusive pattern. It's really good, and I think they're going to get a lot of fans for that. So moving on to the next pattern that you get included is the Margot bag. This is a crossbody sort of bag that you can wear. I really love the styling of this. Again, it's super cute. These remind me of the super expensive tiny little leather Cath Kidston ones that you can get that are like ridiculous money, £300 for a bag as big as a credit card. The sizing of this bag is quite little. It is probably more of like a mobile phone and a purse only kind of bag, but I like the sort of like detail that they've got at the front there. This is an exclusive design by Lisa Lamb, and I just think it's really lovely. Simply Sewing Magazine do include a lot of bag patterns, and I'm not really a bag maker, but this one could tempt me, you know. It's really cute. I think I could make it really fun, or like a little going out bag. It would be good if you were having a little city break and you just needed to keep your valuables nice and close to you. Like I said, your purse, your phone, your keys. So yeah, a good little addition in that one. So let's take a little look at the front cover. This is a beautiful bright blue, nice and summery. Front and centre we have that Mayfair dress by Nina Lee. You can really see the gathering at the waist really closely now, and it's a really cute detail. I've also just noticed that the sort of collar part is also slightly gathered, so it's kind of like a bit of a rolled kind of top. That's actually kind of a bit of a vintage kind of style, but I really love that. I've actually made dresses like that before, and it was a kind of style that really suited me. So yeah, really enjoying that. We've also got 6 beach makes, summer quick projects for a seaside staycation. Everyone's staycationing at the moment. So it looks to be like you've got a little beach bag, a little kind of like tunic beach cover up to wear. We've also got garden cushions, a sewing tool roll, kids sleepover set and a yoga bag. There is lots of bags included in this one. We've got a yoga bag, we've got a beach bag, and we've got the Margot bag. So that's 3 bag patterns included. You've also got simple style, instant style inspiration. So it looks like you have got a kind of gathered skirt and a gingham sort of quite simple dress with pockets. So I think those patterns are included. And you've also got some more information on the 3 patterns that are on the front. So that is the Lauren blouse and the Margot bag. And then you've also got this adorable little lion pattern in there as well. So that's everything that was inside the magazines that I purchased this month. As I said, I didn't pick up Sew magazine because there was already duplicates of some patterns that I had. So I didn't think it was worthwhile for me, but that's not to say that it isn't worthwhile for you. So do go out and check it out also. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, and let me know which ones you get on with at home, which ones you decide to purchase, which ones you've already got, what you're loving, what you're not liking. I do love chatting to you all down below, so do leave a little comment, tell me what you're after. Also, if you do enjoy watching these videos, I do have a coffee account, so do consider supporting my channel and donating a coffee to me over there. The link is in the description down below. So if you do like this video, do give it a little thumbs up, and you can find more of this next month. And if you want to see more of what I've got to offer, do subscribe down below. I'm off to do some sewing now, so take care. Bye. Thanks for watching.